Hi guys, I appreciate you guys tuning back into the channel. So today I've got some logs. I'm gonna flip this around, but today I got some logs from a friend's house. Actually, they had some trees cut down and they were looking to get rid of the logs and asked me if I wanted some, and I said gladly. So that was about a full trailer load that I could fit in one trip. They live a couple hours away from me actually, so that's about all I could get in one trip. Some of these smaller ones I might end up using for firewood. This one I might be able to get a couple boards out of. That one's pretty crooked, and so is that one. So probably just going to be able to mill these big three, maybe that one. But basically what I'm going to do is grab the tractor, and I'll probably just start with this one and roll it out, and I'm just going to mill them right here in the driveway because it's so muddy. I don't really want to try and deal with running everything around in the mud and just making a big old mess. So I think, yeah, this is the biggest one here. I was using my 25-inch bar on this side and couldn't even make it through. You could see where the 25-inch bar was getting to, so it's like 30-ish inches. But that one I think would be awesome to get a slab out of and get a nice tabletop piece. So I'm gonna leave that one for now, let it maybe dry out a little bit more. But I'm gonna start with yeah, I'm gonna start with this one right here. So I've got a lot of prep work to do. I need to sharpen the saw, put the mill on it, get the 2x4s and all that stuff set up. So that's gonna take me quite a bit. I'm gonna go ahead and shut the camera off for a few minutes, but I'll get this all set up, and then we'll get back to it and we'll see if we can get some cool stuff out of the inside of this. All right guys, so I think we're all ready. I got this all set up, sharpened the chain, got the mill on. I've got it set to 9 inches, so it should come pretty close to right in there for our first cut. And got it fueled up and filled with bar oil. So only thing that's left to do is fire it up and get going. I admit, I forgot to use wedges on that one, so that made it a little tough at the end. Wow, that's cool, guys. All right, so what I want to do now is I'm going to try. Last time I cut everything in slabs and then had to trim it down on a table saw. I'm going to try to avoid that this time. And what I'm going to try and do is square up this edge here. And it really stinks that I've got that dip down there, because otherwise this would be, man, this would be a lot of wood. But I'm gonna square that up there, cut that, then we'll be able to roll it on this edge, square it off, and then square it again, and then I'll just be able to cut, basically what guys would do on a bandsaw mill. But since I don't have a bandsaw mill, it just takes a little bit longer. Thankfully I do have a tractor though, it makes it a lot easier to roll. But yeah, let me get this set up again here and we'll get moving. Alright guys, so I got this all squared up. What I basically did was use that framing square to make a 90-degree line across, and then measured to the tops of these 2x4s off that line and made sure all 4 corners are the same. So should be square. Now I'm basically gonna have to I think my saw is actually set at the right height, and I think that's why I picked 9 inches from the line to the top, and I think my saw is already set to that. I don't even know if we're gonna clear this. I might have to make a second pass, but we'll find out. So basically yeah, I guess we'll get cutting and see what we get. Alright, I adjusted the mill down 2 inches, so I'm going to make an 11-inch cut. And basically, hopefully that should bring us like 1/2 inch under that dip right there. So if everything's right, it'll work out, but I guess we'll see. Well, I changed the air filter on that because I didn't like the one that came on it. But I think I was just letting it cool down, but it died. So I think I'll need to turn that idle up just a little bit. But I think I definitely need to get some longer boards so they overhang a little bit more. Getting it started isn't terrible, but finishing is on this far end, you start to run out of support for the saw, so I kind of just got to watch the support I have and try and just, you know, basically do the best I can with it. But let's pull these wedges and see what we got. Not too bad. Kind of looks like I know what I'm doing, right? So now, I don't know how well you can see. Oh yeah, you can see. So now I'll roll it one more time, do another cut, roll it, square it up, and then we should just be able to rip. I think I should be able to get 1x10s out of or make a bunch of 1x10s, which is cool because for the chicken coop we're planning on using, we already cut from the other boards I had, we cut 1x8s, so 1x10s would work because I could cut a 1x8 and then have one batten left on the side, which I'll need to cut battens at some point too. So if I get a 1x8, rip it and get that batten, just using every little bit we can, I guess. So cool. I might be able to roll this one myself. Before this wood is heavy, it's still pretty green, but I'll see if I can roll it. If not, that's what I got a tractor for, right? All right. All right, guys, my battery's about to die, so I'm gonna flip it over, change the battery, and we'll do these last cuts, and then we'll just start ripping through. All right, guys, so now, finally, we are down to my finished square here. So now I can just start ripping, and I need to decide, do I want, if I can get 9.5 or 11. So I'm gonna cut it a true 1 inch. So, but basically I'll just rip down through here. So if I cut 1x8s, that'll give me 1.5 inches, give or take, for a batten that I can cut off of each one of these, and I'd be able to get 10 of them maybe by the time I have the kerf cut, or the kerf of the cut included. So I think I'm going to do it this way, cut them 1 inch thick by 9.5 wide. guys, so here is the aftermath of everything. I got 8, sorry, my shadow's in the way. I got 8 1 by 9.5. So like I was saying earlier, I should be able to rip 1.5 inches off of there and use it as a batten to cover the seam between the 2 boards on the chicken coop. Honestly, everything went really well. I sharpened the chain. I think I showed that. I think that chain wasn't super sharp out of the box, so hitting it with a file this morning made a huge difference. And then all this stuff won't go to waste either. I'll cut this down into 16-inch pieces and use it as firewood, and just split it up for firewood for next year. So stuff like this, little pieces that I cut off, I'll probably burn those in the fire pit this summer at some point, so that'll all get used to. But yeah, not too bad. If you guys like this, hit the like button, or make a comment so I know that it's you guys are enjoying it, because I have these 2 big ones that I can mill up as well. These small ones, I don't think they're honestly worth hardly milling. They're pretty crooked. Maybe this one I can maybe get a few 1-bys out of it, but again, you know, these 2 will be the real big ones. Both of these right here, these 2 are bigger than the one I cut up today. So hopefully now that I kind of tried milling it up this way, where I square it off and then cut, hopefully that'll make it a little easier. But yeah, went real well. I can't complain about anything. So yeah, if you like this, hit the like button and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks.